I've seen people sort of going through life constantly pursuing some goals in the future. It was never about being sort of here, being present and enjoying what is happening. It was always something better is going to come in the future. And I have seen even people who had a very, very high ambition and expected some fantastic things from it, and then when they reached it, the next day they became very profoundly depressed. Joseph Campbell said about this kind of thing, it's like getting to the top of the ladder and finding that it's against the wrong wall. It's not what I really wanted. So many people pursue things with tremendous conviction and ultimately find out that those are not things that they wanted. You cannot get enough of what you don't really want or don't really need. You know, we have our own Western input, which was through psychedelic experiences. This was something that came from Switzerland, that came from Europe and into United States. But certainly, that was just one part of the input into transpersonal psychology. Another one was the Maslow's study of spontaneous mystical experiences, peak experiences, and his recognition that it's absolutely wrong to see them as psychopathological phenomena, you know, that if anything they are supernormal phenomena if they are properly understood, properly supported. And then the rest of it was also influenced from the various teachers who were coming when there was this response and there was this interest in the United States and in other technological societies. There was suddenly an influx of these influences, the teachers coming and offering workshops and retreats, even establishing monasteries and so on. A lot of Tibetans, for example. So I don't think this was one-sided. I think this was, something that was happening from several different directions. I don't think it was just people suddenly responding to Eastern philosophy. There had to be something that created this responsivity, whether it was the fact that the opening happened with psychedelics to many people, or that there was just something about the climate of the 60s in general. I know that astrologers have their own theory about what happened in the 60s, attributed to this major conjunction of Pluto-Uranus and then later in the 60s also Jupiter, and it coincided to changes, major changes, for example, going to the moon and getting a whole other perspective on the planet and so on. So I think what was happening in psychiatry, psychology was just one symptom of something that was much larger.